All right, anybody want to share, what do you notice about A, B, C, D, E? Numbers, there we go. Do we notice anything? Yes?
Well, I think it's kind of self-explanatory, but all of them are, it would be like the number times 1, basically, like 1 equals, whatever.
Explain that a little bit more, I don't understand.
So, like, it would be 24, yeah, it would be 24 times, 0.08 is the number.
I don't understand.
It would be,
What do you mean, 24 times what?
it would be 24 times 0.08.
Gives you what?
Gives you the,
Does it?
yeah.
Okay, so in your calculator, what's 24 times 0.08? So why did you choose 0.08?
That's what 1 is.
Okay, so you didn't see these as different columns. Okay, anything else you noticed? Is 24 times 0.082? Okay. It's not. Okay. So what else do we notice?
The first number, all of them are divided by 12. Those are same.
All of them? Okay, he's on to something. All right. What if there were units? What if we included some units? What would make them true? What would make them equal? Because we know 24 doesn't equal 2. But he said 24 divided by 12 for each one gave us the answer. So what if there were units?
24 inches equals 2 feet.
Does 24 inches equal 2 feet? Okay, so we could have inches and feet. Anything else? Any other units that could work? Okay. How would you convert months to years?
This one's
Huh? 12 months is 1 year. Could months and years work?
yeah.
How? 24 months equals 2 years. 63 months equals 5¼ years. Okay? 8 months, we know, is part of a year, right? It's less than 1. That looks reasonable, right? All right. So we are going to be working with months and years today. We're actually going to be determining simple interest. We are getting into financial literacy, and simple interest is going to start us off. So let me pass on to those when we start. All right. What is interest? Interest is the amount of money. It's the amount of money paid for the use of money. If you had to get a loan, right? Or it can be the amount of money earned because you put it in a savings account and you're earning interest. You're earning money on what you invested. So in other words, banks and financial institutions let you borrow money, but you have to pay it back with interest, okay? Because if you're going to borrow money, they're going to charge you interest for borrowing their money, okay? So interest can help or it could hurt, okay? So if you're investing money, so if we're putting money into an account and we're investing it, we're hoping it what? It grows over time. So that's money that you are earning. So you are earning that interest. So if you put in $1,000, there's a certain percent that you're going to earn on top of that that's going to be included on top of the 1,000. Okay, so that's good. If you take out a loan, you're going to be paying interest. So they're kind of charging you for taking out a loan. Okay, is that kind of making sense? All right, so a few more terms we need to know is the principal. The principal is the original amount of money that you invest, that you put into an account to invest, or it's the amount that you're borrowing. Okay, that's your original amount, that $1,000 that I gave as an example. Okay, your interest rate, that's a certain percent. So the interest rate will be a percent, principal is gonna be a dollar amount. So your interest rate is a certain percent that must be paid on top of the principal, or the percent that you're going to earn, okay, if you're investing, okay? So it can go either way. All right, this is our time. This kind of went back to our warm-up. So our time must be in years. Okay, and then to convert months to years, what do we divide by? You got it. All right, and then so if we had 30 months in your calculator, you would put in what? 30 divided by 12, and that gives you what? 2.5? So that's 2.5 years, right? There is a formula, you will see this, the formula will be on your reference material. Okay, so there's nothing to memorize, but you do need to know that it has to be in years. If you're given months, you'll have to make that conversion prior to and put it into your formula. 9 months is what? 10.75 years, and then 48 months is 4 years. Not bad, right? And there is a conversion. Is there a conversion chart in your grade? The 7th grader. It's there. All right, when the amount of interest paid doesn't change each year, it's called simple interest. This is what we're going to be doing today. Okay? This is what will be the last topic that's on your review, and this will be included on your test on Thursday. On Friday, we're actually going to talk about compound interest. This is the amount of interest, when the amount of interest paid it changes each year. Okay, so for simple interest, the amount that you earn each year, it doesn't change. It's that same amount that you're going to earn each year. However, compound interest, it changes each year. And it's a little bit more each year. So we're going to look at that on Friday. All right, so how much interest will I earn on $500 invested at 3.2% for 5 years? Okay, so this is our principal amount. This is our interest rate, and this is our time, okay? So how much interest do you think they'll earn the first year? So if it's at 3.2% of 500, what operation do we do?
Well, you can use that, well, what was that one where you put like, what was like the, well, how can I?
Means to multiply, right?
Yep.
Okay, can we multiply 3.2%? What do we have to do with the percent? Absolutely. So let's make sure you change that. So how much interest will you earn the first year? So if it's at $500 that you're investing at 3.2%, what do you get? You got it. So that first year, you're going to earn $16. That $16, since you earned it, now goes into the account. So now you have $516, right? If I earn this much every year for 5 years, how much is that? So this is the first year. For 5 years is what? $80. That's $80 on top of the $500 that you invested, that principal amount. So if we look at our work above, we can see a formula to find interest. So to get this interest, what do we have to do? What did 500 represent? What's P?
Oh,
What's P? Principal. And what did we do? What does this represent? Rate. What operation is that? Good. We multiply principal times the rate. And then we said, well, let's do it for 5 years. Then what did we do? we multiply that by the time, okay, and that's your formula. You just take your principal, multiply by the rate, and then for how long in years. So I gives you your interest. P is your principal. R is your rate, and time is T, and in parentheses, I'm gonna put in years, just so if you refer back to your notes and you kind of, you're like, oh yeah, it needs to be in years. Okay, so we're gonna use this formula to find the simple interest to the nearest cent, and it's always gonna be cent because it's money, right? We're gonna make it look like money, and then we're gonna find the total. Okay, so not only are we finding the interest, but we're gonna find the total amount, either that you're earning or that you're gonna pay. And so that total is gonna be represented by an A. Okay, think about total in your account. Okay, so let's do the first one together. So if we're gonna invest $300 at 8% for 4 years, it's always good to start off with the formula, right? So so I know you're choosing the correct formula for simple interest. And you're going to substitute your numbers in. And then once you substitute your numbers in, that's showing me what you're putting into your calculator. So I see that you're putting that in your calculator. And then when you hit enter, what do you get? Interest equals, huh?
96.
You got it, $96. So this is your interest amount. How are we gonna find the total? If I took a loan out for $300, or if I invested $300, what is the total amount that I'm earning, or the total amount I have to pay back? What do we do? Huh?
Multiply it by the years.
We already did. Okay, this is the amount of interest I earned.
You could, instead of putting 0.08, call it 1.08.
You could, what would you get? Okay, y'all. I'm putting $300 into my bank account, in a savings account. I'm investing $300. After 4 years, I just earned $96. What's the total amount in my account after 4 years? Okay, so what operation is that? You got it. So we add the interest, right, plus the principal amount to get the total, right? So 300 plus 96 is, thank you, 396. That's your final answer to get the total. This is how to get the interest. So be very careful on how the problem is worded. Do they want interest or do they want the total amount? Okay? So with your table, I want you to try all 4 of these, okay? So for this one, I want the interest, and I want the total, as well as this one. And for these, just read the problem, okay? So I'll see kind of where you're at in 4 or 5 minutes, all right? So I see we have principal, our rate, and our time. And so our formula is P times R times T, so the principal times your rate. And then what did y'all put in for months? You got it, 1.5. And then what was your interest amount? You got that for interest? Good. And then so to get the total amount, what do we do? Good. Add them together and you get 1,300. Like what? $1,339.84. Right? We're including dollar signs, right? Okay, because we're talking about money. All right. And then what was the interest amount you got here?
$24.60.
Good, $24.60. Questions, clarify anything so far? We're gonna be finding interest, and then how are we gonna find the total amount? Good, add $24.60 plus your principal amount, and what is your total? Good, $844.60. Good. All right, and then number one, you're gonna find the simple interest. So I'm gonna, that's this formula. For a loan of $500 at 6.5% interest rate for 3 years. So again, substitute my numbers in. That should mean what you're putting in your calculator. When you hit enter, you get what? You're not gonna leave it like that, are you? What do I need to do? Does that look like money? Is that how we write money? Thank you. There we are. We good now? Clarify anything? All right, so what is the interest rate? So we're trying to find the interest rate, okay, of a loan of $700 with a simple interest of $266. So they give us the interest amount and the time. So, and it is simple interest. So here's our simple interest formula, and we're just going to substitute in given information. So we have our principal amount. We have our time. Sorry, yes. What? Or they also gave us the interest amount, so we know that we're earning $266, right? What do we do from there? $700 times 4 is what? Yeah, $2,800 times your rate, and then what do you have to do? How do we solve for our rate? One-step equation. Good. So 266 divided by 2,800 gives you what? Do we have the number? 0.095. Is that how we write our rate? Is that our final answer? That's not your final answer. What's our rate? Good. 9.5% is the final answer that we're looking for. Okay? Questions on that one? Okay. See how it's good to start off with your formula and substitute everything in and you kind of see. All right, number 3, Felicia took out a 5-year loan. We'll label that as our time for $15,000. That's our original amount to buy a car. If the simple interest, so we're gonna need that formula. And then here's our rate of 11%. How much would she pay for the car, including interest? When we include interest, what operation is that? Good. So we make sure we have a formula and then we add our interest, right? To get our total principal plus interest, okay? We need to determine what our interest is though, right? So let's substitute our numbers in. So we have our R at 15,000 times our rate times our time, 5 years, which is what? $8,250. Good. That's our interest. So we can substitute that in here. So interest plus our principal amount. How much is she going to have to pay for the car? She took a loan out for $15,000. She has to pay $8,250 on top of that. You got it. So the car is actually gonna cost her $23,250. Did y'all know that when you take out a loan? Not only you're borrowing the 15,000, but you're gonna have to pay on top of that, right? If you borrow the money. Is that new for y'all? No? Some of y'all know? That's awesome. All right. The next page, get your notes. This is an extra practice, okay, on simple interest, okay? And then on the back, it's just kind of like a coloring thing that's just optional, okay? But what I really want you to complete is your review. That's what's due tomorrow. So if you just want extra practice on simple interest and then finding the total, that's there for you, okay? So in a minute, you're gonna get to work with your table partner. We've done this before, right? The lottery. So I'm gonna explain. Let's stop.